Most people think disasters happen suddenly, but that's not true. Most disasters begin with a decision so small, people don't even realize they're making it. We imagine danger as something loud, explosions, accidents, chaos. But in real life, danger often arrives quietly, as a moment of hesitation, a wrong assumption, or a choice delayed by just a few seconds. Today, we're going to talk about the tiny decisions that quietly decide everything. And once you notice them, you'll never see small choices the same way again. Section 1. The illusion of I have time. One of the most common thoughts before disaster is simple: I still have time. People think danger gives warnings, that it waits politely. But danger rarely announces itself. In fires, floods, and accidents, survivors often describe the same moment. They noticed something was wrong and then decided to wait just a little longer. 30 seconds, one more task, one last look. That delay feels harmless, but it quietly shifts the entire outcome. Because danger doesn't grow in straight lines, it grows exponentially. And by the time urgency feels real, the window to act is already closing. 2. The comfort trap. Human brains are designed to protect stability. When something feels familiar, the brain labels it as safe. That's why people stay in buildings they should leave, why they ignore strange sounds, why they dismiss warning signs. The brain prefers a comfortable lie over an uncomfortable truth. Choosing to stay feels calmer than choosing to move. But comfort is not safety. It's often just delay wearing a friendly face. And many disasters don't happen because people made a bad decision. They happen because people refused to make any decision at all. 3. Following others feels safe. Another small decision that changes everything. Everyone else is staying, so I will too. Humans are social creatures. When uncertainty appears, we instinctively look to others for cues. If others remain calm, we assume calm is correct. But crowds don't think, they mirror. And when everyone waits for someone else to act first, nobody acts. History shows this again and again. The first person who moves often survives. The ones who wait for confirmation usually don't. Not because they were wrong, but because they waited for permission that never came. 4. The dangerous power of normalcy. There's a powerful psychological force called normalcy bias. It makes people believe that things will continue the way they always have, even when evidence says otherwise. Normalcy bias whispers, "This has never happened before, so it probably won't happen now." But disasters don't care about patterns. They only care about timing. And the most dangerous moment isn't when something feels unsafe. It's when something feels strange, but still familiar enough to ignore. That's when people choose routine over awareness, and routine can be deadly. 5. The decision you don't feel proud making. Here's the hardest truth. The safest decision often feels embarrassing. Leaving early, turning back, overreacting. People don't want to look foolish, so they stay longer than they should. They tell themselves they're being rational, when in reality, they're protecting their ego. Survivors often say something interesting afterward. I felt stupid leaving until I realized I was alive. Sometimes the right decision doesn't feel brave, it feels awkward. And that's exactly why people avoid it. 6. why small choices matter more than big ones. Big decisions feel important. Small ones don't. But small decisions happen first. They determine whether you ever get the chance to make a big one. By the time danger becomes obvious, your options are already limited by earlier choices. Where you stood, when you paused, what you ignored. Life rarely changes in one dramatic moment. It changes through a chain of quiet yeses and nos. Most people never notice the moment that mattered most because it didn't feel important at the time. The scary part isn't that disasters happen. It's that the moment that decides everything usually feels ordinary. So the next time something feels slightly off, not terrifying, not urgent, just wrong, that's the moment worth paying attention to. Because small choices don't stay small, they grow. And sometimes they decide everything. What's the smallest decision you've ever made that ended up changing something big? I read every comment, and if you want more stories about the hidden patterns behind human behavior, subscribe to the channel, because understanding how we decide might be the most important survival skill of all.